All right, thank you for joining us for another Movie Lingo discussion. I'm Eddie Lingo.
I'm Iris.
And today we're going to discuss Gabrielle Union's Breaking In, coming out, that just came out this Mother's Day weekend. We have a couple of extra guests sitting in on this conversation. We have Ron.
Hey guys, what's up?
And we have Carlos. Of course.
Hello.
Carlos is cool.
They didn't get to see the movie, but I asked them to sit in on the still, just in case they may have something to add. And of course, you're getting audio only from us because we're still having camera issues. So anybody still feeling like donating, let us know.
Please, guys, we're poor.
Yeah. So, but this is a spoiler-filled review discussion still. So if you haven't seen the movie, please stop this, go watch the movie, come back. Okay. But this story of breaking in, Gabrielle Union's father passed away, and there's a house that she grew up in that's out in the country that she wants to sell. There's part of the estate. She wants no part of it because of her and her father were estranged. And then in this process of them trying to meet with the realtor in the house and pack everything up, the house gets raided by 4 suspect guys looking for money that's supposed to be hidden in the house because the father was actually going to jail for some financial crimes. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, regular white-collar crime for embezzling.
Yeah, so he basically has some money stashed, and that's where you get your movie, basically, because the father was so paranoid in his dealings. He had such a high-tech home, and the guys end up inside with the kids, and Gabrielle Union is actually outside when everything goes down, and so she has to break in to save her kids and save the day, which is where you get your
Was that in the title? Was that the title?
That's where you get the title
breaking
from?
in.
Oh,
Yeah,
she had to break into her own house?
She had to break in.
She didn't have a key?
Oh.
I mean,
It's a technology.
the technology of the house, it didn't really matter, but they never did address that. Like, bitch, I got keys.
I got keys. I think
got
it's
keys.
OnStar or something. Let me back in.
Yeah, it was one of those
OnStar, that's
high-tech.
what it's
You don't
called.
have to
say
Pablo
it
to clean up your yard or something?
No,
Just
man.
like-
The guy just died? Oh, you didn't know. You didn't see the movie.
I didn't care for
So,
it.
Iris, tell me how you felt about the movie without going too deep. We're just up the surface.
Okay, so just to get you guys straight up, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I did have problems with it. There were certain things that I was like,
You already knew.
okay. But it was good. It was good.
It was good.
I was hyped. I was
You
at the
was-
edge of my
You
seat.
was at the edge of your seat?
On certain parts, and one of them niggas in that whole situation was driving me crazy because it's like, why won't you die? But
You was at the edge of your seat. I was at the edge of the parking lot. I actually literally walked out of that movie.
really,
I did not like it. It was good all the way up until that moment, which we're about to get into. Okay? But it was good all the way up until that moment because that was the continuity. That was just complete bullshit, and they couldn't fix it, and I left. But before we get into that, okay, go ahead and tell me what you did like about the movie.
okay. The reason I liked the parts that I really liked about the movie is the whole point of like. I feel like it kind of dove into the mind of a mom and how desperate you get when it comes to your kids. You are willing to give up everything. You are willing to murder when it comes to your children. You know, and I love how the main, the leader of their little pack was like, I can deal with fear. If she's scared, that's one thing.
Right.
But now she saw you kill someone, so now she's desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Now that woman is willing to do anything to get her children.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. That's going to be harder to handle.
Right. That.
And that part I really was like, that's right, because I will fucking eat your face
Right.
for my children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? So that part I really. Now, what I don't like is that I feel like they didn't really push that desperation to the point of where I think it really should have went.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you see an opportunity to push it? 'Cause
Um,
I thought it escalated naturally for somebody who's not in that situation ever. So, as the movie progressed, I felt like she progressed as far as what she
Yeah.
was
I guess I'm more of a blood and guts person.
Well, I mean,
because I would have mutilated them.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I don't even know why I'm surprised, because if you go back and you watch any movie that has to do with hurting someone's kids, that's 100% like that. That's if you wanted to win an election and you wanted Iris's vote, and you said you'll mutilate a motherfucker that puts their hands on their kids, you got her vote.
True.
So I don't know why I'm surprised that she would want it to be solved.
That's to me that when it comes to children,
it should
I'm
be
not
a natural reaction, which is wrong with
even if it's not even your own kids. The whole fact of hurting children in general, and I'm one that, to be honest with you, I don't like anybody else's kids. I like my own.
That's how everybody is.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
I can't relate because I'm like 21 years old. But unless there's a kid that's waiting for me in the outside, I don't know. I don't know.
No, but no, that's not always true. I mean, there's people out there that they just love children, in general. No, you're just talking to somebody that I really didn't like kids at all whatsoever. So when I planned to have my own, I was like, is this the right decision? Because I don't really like children. But I don't know, after you actually become a parent and you become a mom or even a dad, there's just something that clicks. And you are really, I don't know, I guess I just wanted more violence from her. Nothing seriously action-packed, no mega skills coming out the wazoo. Because, of course, she's just a mom.
Right.
But I don't know, I just wanted her to get more, a little bit more psychotic for me.
So Harley Quinn or a little...
not comically psychotic, but more of...
You wanted some, Charles Bronson, Death Wish Revenge, go in there and just fucking people up to get her kids out.
But with your bare hands.
Yeah.
It needs to get personal.
So like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Just I think for what her character's background was, the escalation was pretty accurate. And they kept pushing her, so she
all right, guys, I'm just psycho, but it's okay.
No, because I'm quick to hurt somebody in a heartbeat too. That's what I was saying was the problem with Kidnap with Halle Berry. She had an opportunity to run one of those people over with the car.
Which, when I said the same thing, I was completely fine with doing that. That's realistic.
Right, because
you hit the gas and you're just trying to protect, and at the same time,
at you, and then
it's a 2-for-1 deal. That person's dead, and I'm gone. I'll call 911, exit 14.
Could have ran over, whatever, but
killing two birds with one stone.
So I get that expectation or that intensity. I'd be the same with my kids. I liked, actually, the movie was fine for me all the way through all of that. Okay. There was a couple of editing issues that I didn't like. When the girl was cutting her restraints free, and the main villain was coming back to the room, and then right before he gets into editing, it makes it seem like he's right there. She breaks free her wrists, but her feet are still bound. The brother's wrists and feet are still bound. So technically, right when she breaks free and then he enters the room, they should have still been trying to get free, but immediately show they're acting like, oh, seconds. He walks in and they're completely gone. All the restraints are cut, and I felt like the editing was wrong.
Yeah, that timing was just too close. It was too close. It didn't make sense.
Do anything else based on the way they presented it.
Yeah, it wasn't realistic.
They had a secret scissors in their pockets.
You know what? That's probably what it was. The secret scissors.
As soon as they
maybe I was in the bathroom doing the secret scissors.
I know what you're talking about, because I don't know why they do it that way. I feel like, again, I don't know.
I don't know why when you said secret scissors, my mind went dirty. I'm like, secrets.
Okay.
Oh, I know the way.
I was like, wait a minute. We're not talking about that. I was like, we're not talking about that.
The scissors can be used on multiple styles, regardless who you get down with. But I don't know. I don't know crap about making movies and stuff, but I don't know why movies do that. I get what you're saying. They're trying to make you feel like she said, the edge of your seat type of thing. Right. But why not make it where, okay, you free one kid,
right, and now she's
trying to get that one piece to fit through
the
hidden spot, whatever. And you're like, and then you see it drop on the floor, like, damn, the kids are gone.
Right. But that would have been better, and they might have filmed it that way, and whoever's editing was just an idiot. It's fine. Things like that happen. Okay. That didn't ruin the movie for me. Okay. That didn't ruin the movie, and I was still on board, even though there were, the characters that were being very annoying. But that's fine. everybody had a different personality. You needed that to create conflict. But now let's talk about what made me walk out of the theater. What made this movie.
Sidetrack for a second.
What?
I was trying to focus. I was focused on the majority of what you said, but then she said the scissor thing, and we got off. And then he said scissors again. I started thinking about it. I'm looking at y'all can't see whatever, but Iris's hands leaves the table, and I'm like, what is she doing? Like, the scissors really got her. And I realized, oh, she's on the phone. She's on the phone.
What are you playing with down there? What are you playing with down there?
Yes, because I'm about that life. I don't think so.
We don't judge
Especially not with three men. No, I don't think so.
Oh, it was the fish tank.
I don't think so.
Where did it come from?
No. Iris is a lady.
All right. So let me
Just slick out the mouth.
Psychotic.
But yeah, early on, lady.
Shut the fuck up.
Let me get back to what made me walk out of the theater. Literally, I did not finish this movie. Okay, so at the moment where they get to the truck, the Hispanic dude is right behind them.
Richard Cabral.
Yes, she reverses. She runs over him. You see him get hit with the back, but then, that's not really saying that he's dead. But when the truck bounces, and then she puts it in drive and bounces again as she drives forward, that's a double tap with a fucking truck.
Yeah.
Okay? He's dead. He pops back up to be the surprise real threat at the end, kills off the main villain, and he doesn't even have a limp. But her husband gets kicked in the ribs twice and he can barely walk when the kid's trying to help him up on the front porch. I said, fuck this bullshit. You can't even go back and fix that. This guy got run over by a truck twice, and he comes back running, chasing her without even a limp. The continuity issue there, I was like, this movie is totally fucked. And I walked out.
You got ran over by a car twice, and you're still running.
Yeah, no, and you see, that's what pissed me off. That's why I was like, why don't you die? That makes no sense.
Yeah, especially that she ran over him twice.
Damn. And then you said, like, it
And
showed
he didn't have
the
a
bump.
Oh,
like
they showed it.
They showed it.
Boom, and then she put it in the gear again. And
which they're trying to sell the viewer on
that
he's dead.
He's dead.
We hit him twice.
And who do you know?
I can't. I
know. And they get up without even a limp.
I've had somebody roll over my foot and that hurt.
And he was chasing her, and I was like, fuck this. I'm out. I left. I didn't even see the rest of the movie. So, how was it?
Okay.
Maybe there was
How did it end?
So there's a white boy who he was kind of fighting with like he had like ethical conflicts within himself, like
moral conflict.
Yes, there we go. He wanted the money, of course. Mm-hmm. He wanted to do what he had to do to get the money, but he's like, I'm not here to murder anybody. That's not what I want to do.
Right.
So, and he found out all the information because he was sleeping with the secretary to Gabriella Union's dad, and was able to pull out all that information from her. But the way they explain where his character came from, he comes out and he's arguing with Billy Burke, saying, you know that guy, he's, Richard Cabal's character, he's not like me. And he's like, yeah, I know. I didn't catch him in the shower on his knees.
Oh, but you don't see it. They just let you know.
Reference it.
They reference it. And then, of course, he puts his head down. And I was like, well, he had to survive somehow. So he's like,
was he a big dude?
No.
See, that's why I can't go to jail.
Like, he wasn't.
No, I'm dead ass serious. Like, people ask me all the time, like, oh, we can go do this and the get rich scheme. Like, I'm not doing that. I'd be the type that would have to shoot out with the police. And not because I disrespect the police. I respect their job and everything. But I can't go to jail. Like, when you hear videos and movies, they say, I can't go to jail. I can't. And some people can't go to jail because they want to be in the confinement. I can't go to jail because I'm going to get passed around. And I would hate for any one of you guys.
Christmas for everyone.
I would hate for any one of you guys to visit me. And I'm upset that y'all didn't bring me makeup. And y'all brought me, like, honey buns. I don't want honey buns. I need makeup. I need eyeliner. I need like. But I did like his job in the movie. If you're saying his job was to sleep with the secretary to get information.
Yeah, like
that's a great job.
Yeah.
You tell me what you guys want me to do in the play. I want you to sleep with this person till you get information.
Was she hot?
I wouldn't matter.
But they didn't even show.
They didn't even show her, so it wasn't really significant. It was just
how they knew the money was announced and why they were there.
Each of their roles and how they formed together.
I like that heist.
And then like one of the other guys that you don't really see that much because he's in the beginning of the movie. Pete, he's one of the guys. He carries the it's a computer chip that helps break into the safe that where all the money is at, and he's carrying it in a chain around his neck.
Right.
And you think, oh, okay, he's like a computer whiz. They need him to do some crazy shit on the thing. No, we don't need his punk ass. He could die.
Which is why he did.
Which is why he did. Billy Burke shot him. Like,
great.
I don't need you.
Which
So
I thought was great. She tried to leverage and say, hey, I'll give you your guy back. They can help you get in the safe. You give me my kids back. And then we'll leave. Sound fair? And I was glad that she at least made that attempt to be reasonable. You know it's not going to work. And she was like, you need him. And then he was like, actually, I don't. So he just shot him right there in her arms because he knew all he needed was a chip from around his neck, which we didn't know at the time. So you're like, oh, well, how's he going to get in the safe? This is a bad motherfucker. And you're like, oh, okay, now you know. So,
yeah.
Which, all of that was good.
Yeah, it was. There's only one person.
That's what I'm thinking about now.
But you know what the funny thing is, though? His character was extremely psychotic.
Yeah.
It's extremely insane. And I know, like, reading about, like, mental illness and things like that, and, like, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of those individuals who have mental illness to that capacity, that are just extremely psychotic, they are oddly strong. Like, that's like...
What are you talking about, like Special Olympics?
No, like...
I'm not gonna lie, that's what I was saying. I was always told
like
that.
I don't know if it's like... No, but I'm saying...
I don't want to say nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Iris.
No,
because I just thought a crazy motherfucker's a crazy motherfucker.
Right.
No, I'm not talking about those who are disabled or,
keep
autism, stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like
I don't know if it's... that hold on, wait, let's just take a little break. I was saying in my head, I wish I would have said it earlier. How long before Eddie leaves to go to the bathroom or go get drinks? So Carlos is up now.
Wait, we're still recording.
We are. We're keeping it real here. Carlos, can you get more alcohol? There should be a bottle. Bring that to the table.
No, but I'm saying, like, in some of the stuff I've read, like their strength, like the adrenaline that pumps through them, it's ridiculous.
That's wild. That's gotta be some crazy scissors. I'll tell you that.
Like, no, but I imagine, okay, somebody fucking crazy psychotic is coming after you, and not only is he fucking nuts and trying to murder you, but he's like super fucking strong.
There's always that one guy.
Like,
that crew. There's always that muscle guy.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, Richard Cavanagh's character is not muscly. He is just so psycho and, like, utterly determined to get what he wants, that I feel like they made him, like, so fucking strong, and I'm mad about this.
So you're saying this is the reason why he can get run over twice and get up without even a limp?
No, but I'm saying, like, I feel like that by them doing that's what they were trying to display. Like, this man is, like, superhuman. Like, no, it's not realistic.
Can I go? Hi. Yes. Let me. It's Carlos here. You haven't heard me in a long ass time, but I'm back, baby. But some people like have that adrenaline, and they just fucking shake it off. But I'm not. I haven't seen the movie. I really don't.
No, but
I don't give a fuck about this movie. I don't give a fuck about this movie. I'm just saying, probably that adrenaline. Like, fuck, I got ran over twice. Let's keep going, baby.
I don't want to put you in the same hole as Iris on that situation, if she's even in that hole. But what adrenaline! Like, we've all seen movies.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like
I'm more or less what Carlos is saying. We've seen videos of people getting run over, hit by a car. Yes, there's some adrenaline. Get the car for your kid, or save someone out of a burning building. And you take a broken leg and you limp somewhere, and then you pass out. Like, all that makes sense.
Maybe it was a light truck.
No,
maybe it was a light truck.
You tell me a light truck.
No, that's the thing.
Chevy, buy a Chevy. Blah blah blah.
The point I'm trying to make is that they tried to make this guy like be like super fucking strong.
Was there a
and
montage
I feel like
of this?
They were trying to display it.
He had a workout scene.
No, you're not listening. I'm saying that I feel like the writers were trying to display that with the truck. And I just think, no, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's ridiculous.
I don't think they were trying. I think they just it's an oversight. I think they fucked up.
I think.
Okay. Correction. They fucked up, and this movie was terrible. I Hey, thank God I didn't watch it and spend my fucking money on this shit.
Okay, I'm curious. They keep pushing this. I almost saw it. They keep saying it's like a Mother's Day movie. That's what they're selling it on. Was there any? I mean, obviously, the aspect of mom taking care of the family. Was there anything that made you say this would be good for Mother's Day?
No.
No, I mean it's more so just an empowering women movie.
Yeah.
Which, and a mother is fighting for her kid's life, but I wouldn't. Some mothers may be like, "Hey, let's go see it." So I mean, it just I guess
it's not a Mother's Day movie.
I
think it's just a woman empowering movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And just displays, the lengths a mother will go for her children.
Okay.
But it's not Mother's Day. When I think of Mother's Day, I think something of a movie more appreciative that shows
romantic
love,
comedy, drama,
something like that. Something that's a
Hallmark
little bit exactly.
Oh,
like,
Manny moment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look.
Many shots fired.
let's rate this. And because you guys didn't see it, you can't chime in.
I'm not gonna.
I'm perfectly fine without chiming in.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, you can't throw a number out there. We have to go by those that saw it.
It didn't do enough for me to want to go watch it based off what you guys said.
Okay, so
Seriously.
Iris, your rating and why?
I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Oh my god.
Wow, you didn't even wait. Like, you just jumped straight scissors. You didn't go missionary. You just went straight bumping scissors. Just,
Bumping scissors.
gosh.
That's how I like it.
And the rating comes off.
I give it a 6 out of 10 because
The look on Eddie's face, like I'm trying to set you up for this, and you just run right straight through it, like
twice,
a truck. Exactly.
in
Like
the truck, twice.
Dude.
God, you guys shut the fuck up. You
saying,
didn't even
like-
see the movie.
Like the comment, you can't come back from that.
I really can't.
And what they did.
But go ahead.
Okay, for me it's a 6 out of 10 because I think out of all Gabriella Union's character and just her acting and just overall just her character in general, I think she did a good job. That's what really kept me in the movie theater for the movie. I think her extreme like fear and sadness and desperation, and then just the love that she has for her children and wanting to save them. I appreciated that.
Okay.
I mean, I would have gone for a little bit more psychoticness, but hey, that's me.
All right. Well, for me, Gabriella's acting was good.
Yeah.
The kids, for the first time, were not crazy annoying. And normally, kids in the movies like this are always
Oh yeah. Oh my God,
really ridiculous, but they were
It's like, shut the
reasonable.
fuck up.
Yeah, and it was whatever little thing from them was within reason. It wasn't
Basically, yeah.
overdone. Editing issues, like I mentioned about the cutting to get free, and then also like the phone or tablet that controls everything in the house. They never show Billy Burke's character put it back, but then all of a sudden she had it. But then they saved it by showing him go back and look for it. So like, okay, see, they need to
No, he
establish
did.
everything.
He did place it down. They showed you him place it
They
down.
didn't show him place it back.
I distinctly remember him putting it in the thing.
No, when he found the drone that she had baited him with,
Mm-hmm.
he never went back into that room. He called everybody and said that she's in the house. And then all of a sudden later in the movie, she has it on the rooftop. And then he goes back and realizes it's gone. So apparently he did put it back, but they never actually showed it.
Really? I could have sworn there was a scene like that.
You can go back and see it
Showing
again.
Yeah, watch it for us.
I mean,
Watch
it
it for
did,
me
it
and
did
Ron.
4.5 million this week, so
Well,
Well, it's
so-
Gabriella.
Little things like that, but I was letting it slide, and I was still okay with everything until that part.
Until Richard got up.
And that, for
that
me,
part killed me.
I don't believe it was the writers trying to establish it, because I think they would have done more moments to kind of hint towards this guy being freakishly strong or whatever. So for me, that was a big oversight. It was a big continuity issue. They fucked up, and so my rating is a 1.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't give Kidnap a
you
1.
can't come back from that.
And then not give this one when this one was even worse. Like, Kidnap was just, in my opinion, just bad writing. It just didn't seem realistic. And I was pissed because the mother should have been ready to kill, and it didn't happen, and she wasted all this time negotiating. I didn't finish that one, and I gave that one a 1. This one, a guy gets run over by a truck twice and gets up without a limp, and like I said, her husband gets kicked, punched in the ribs, kicked twice, and he can't even get up.
Yeah, that shit, they did him so dirty.
And the kid's gotta help him up and everything, but this guy gets run over a truck, no limping, he's back, he's like stabbing people, chasing people. I'm like, oh my god. So, I give it a 1. So the overall movie lingo rating will make it a 3.5.
Yeah.
You saved it.
I say that.
You did. you saved it.
And my shit was low.
Not low enough.
Not Eddie Lingo though. It's like,
I don't believe in giving zeros. I probably will one day, but this movie, everything was good for us, so I got to give him at least the 1.
Sorry, Gabriella.
So, overall movie lingo rating is a 3.5. Iris, you saved the movie, but I mean, honestly, if I can make it that deep in the movie, it does deserve overall a higher rating than Kidnapped, because Kidnapped, I didn't get 20 minutes in and I was done. This, I made it all the way to the last 15 minutes and I was done. So that means something held me. So a 3.5 overall versus the 1 I gave Kidnapped. But I couldn't personally give it more than the 1 because you can't come up from that. Like,
Oh, it must have been really bad. Like, Holly needs to, like, step up her game. Lately, her movies have been shit.
Yeah, well, I'm going to write something for her soon after I make this movie, because we're going to make it. All right, so, thank you for joining us for another Movie Lingo discussion. I'm Eddie Lingo.
I'm Iris.
I'm Ron.
And I'm Carlos.
Yeah.
Welcome back, baby, and happy Mother's Day for all you mothers. And yeah.
Damn, I got to post this and make sure I post it
Yeah,
in
I
time.
know.
Happy Mother's Day!
I got to hurry up and post this and make sure. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Broke into the wrong house.